Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to the channel. Today we have got Rodrygo in the Wonderkid watch, the current Real Madrid man, formerly of Santos, having signed at 18 years old, I believe, 19 years of age now, having made 2 appearances for Brazil. It'll be interesting to see kind of how his career develops. An attacking winger, can also play up front as well. So certainly a player that's interesting to see. Worth that £40 million? Well, we'll certainly find out for Real Madrid. He's not played too much for him at this stage, so it'll be interesting to see how his career progresses. At £140,000 a week, you'd certainly hope they get a good bit of something out of him. Let's take a look. So a move to Arsenal was on the cards. Made a few more appearances now with 12 appearances, 2 goals for Brazil at 24 years old. Certainly a very good player. I'd even almost recommend him as a striker, if not an inside forward, with those sort of stats there. Technique's very good, passing, dribbling, finishing, and first touch are fantastic, and off the balls are very good with some good pace as well there. Interesting to see, certainly. Obviously played a very long time for Real Madrid by the looks of it, and only recently joined Arsenal for £57 million. So Real Madrid did get their money's worth for him in the sense of making a profit. Overall, for Real Madrid though, doesn't look like he performed that amazingly. That's probably why he got sent off to England. Nothing spectacular, so certainly something to keep an eye on in the next couple of years, especially when we get to the latter stages, more his prime, maybe a bit later, to see if that does continue or not. But interesting. Milestones wise, doesn't look like he's won any competitions, even with Real Madrid. Did get his first goal for Brazil though, age 23. So interesting to see. We'll jump another 5, see where he's at there. If he did improve at Arsenal, or if he's kind of maybe a bit of a failed Wonderkid. So still at Arsenal, with still making appearances for the Brazil national team, looking even better with those technicals. He looks a very good player overall. Not sure why previously he's had a bit of an issue with performances. Has he improved at all? It does look like he has got better. Wow, looks like that price tag has increased to 70 million. So it was a lot more of a profit than we first thought. So Real Madrid's done quite well there to get that sort of outcome. Certainly can see as well that he's got some goals. There's a couple of seasons in there that he's certainly nearing the double figures mark, if not hitting it, for goals and assists. There's also a few in there. Maybe should be doing a bit better for £70 million. I wouldn't really be happy with those sort of stats if I'm paid £70 million for a player like that, especially one that's so attacking. But let's see. They've won the Euro Cup, Arsenal have, and that's his only trophy in the years he's been playing football. So, wow. Bit of a surprise. I thought he'd maybe have done better. But we'll jump again, see if he's improved at all. He's certainly come to the latter stages of his career, so I'd be surprised if he does improve at all, and if there is any other trophies he wins. But we'll see. We'll take a look, and we'll go from there. So 24? What the hell am I on about? 34 years old now. 59 appearances and 14 goals for Brazil. Has moved off to Porto. Looks, you can see physicals have decreased as expected again when at the latter stages. £135,000 though. 22 million he was bought from Arsenal for. So they made a big loss on him and maybe didn't quite get out of him what was expected. He's done quite well for Porto in average rating, but 4 goals in 19 appearances isn't great, and not doing too well otherwise. So I mean, he's kind of just a bit underwhelming from what we see here. He's not performed too well. He's not really had much come out from that. He's got very good finish in the first touch, so I'd maybe play him more as a striker the later on in his career, because he's not going to be able to get past players as easily as he once did. But certainly with some good finishing and first touch and his passing, he's able to bring players into the game. So certainly still got something about him, but interesting to see how slow of a career he's had, let's say. He has won some more trophies. So he did win the Carabao Cup with Arsenal as well. And there's also the Portuguese Premier League and Cups with Porto. Not as impressive as Porto are a very good team. He's obviously an emergency backup, so didn't play too much for them during that period. So not too amazing. But we'll jump again, see how he gets on in his retirement, where he's at, what he's doing, and we'll take a look. Okay, so it does look like Rodrygo has retired, but he's off the game. We can't click on him and find out any more details about him. He's in the Arsenal overall 11, so best 11 of all time. So interesting to see. He made 82, scored 82 goals and 289 appearances for them. But we'll take a look. So we can see that we know that he went off to Porto. So let's get Porto up and see if he's moved anywhere after that. So outwise, let's take a look. So there's nothing there at the moment. Has he moved on at all in any of these? Or is it just a case that he retired at that age? We'll have to have a quick run through. Porto have signed a lot of players during this time. Very interesting. Still no sign of Porto players in there, so it looks like we may not be able to find him. He's kind of disappeared off the face of the earth, so certainly not it's a bit surprising there, but a player that we can safely say was a bit underwhelming overall with regards to how he's performed and where he's gone from there. So in this instance, I'd probably not recommend him for any of your saves. Maybe see how he gets on and the players he's playing with at that point, and where he's at with them. But it's obviously down to you whether you think he's a good fit or not. But I'd take a miss on this one. But thank you very much for watching. Much appreciated. And I'm sure I will catch you on the next one. If you did enjoy the video, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you then. Goodbye.